Alright, hello everybody and welcome to another Dark Souls Monday. I am the Cardboard Robot, joined of course by the Albatross.
Hello, hello, hello.
And we're gonna Dark Souls some Monday.
You gotta get the giant seed. I know I shouted at you earlier shortly before we started recording.
Quite literally right before we started streaming.
I did just shout, and I was like, Mr. Robot. I guess I didn't shout like that. It was more like, Mr. Robot! Get a fucking seed!
I'll give you some...
No,
No, that's alright.
So I only have 2 beverages today. I know we've been a little bit lax on the talking about the 3 beverages. But if I'm gonna be very honest with you, it's me being a little sheepish because I haven't wanted 3 again and again, and so I reduced number of beverages. And I felt like if I'm not gonna have 3, it feels 1/3 assed. And y'all don't deserve that. Y'all deserve a full ass. So I don't got 3 again today, but I do have coffee for the first time in 4 days. And I don't know if any of y'all are addicted to coffee in the way that I am, but 4 days is a long-ass time to be coffeeless.
Oh yeah.
And, reunited, and it feels so good.
I don't want to see my works.
And I also have with me a lemon lime seltzer. Oh, and I found a glass of water. That's 3. Never mind.
Oh my god, we did it!
Do. Wonderful.
Were you just gonna go into toe jam a little bit there?
Absolutely. It's been stuck in my head for about as long as I haven't had coffee.
Wild.
Yeah. I don't think the coffee's going to take it out of my head, because honestly, both are really fun.
Get a little
but yeah,
coffee,
I've been
get
recently
a little talking heads.
Very obsessed with the various works of David Byrne, when he's associated with the Talking Heads and otherwise.
Sure.
One of the few artists that I can think of that has such consistently good solo work, and collabs with other artists. I really like his stuff with St. Vincent. I don't know if you've heard that. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about St. Vincent after recently, but whatever.
I'm not aware of what happened with St. Vincent.
Me neither, but people are in a tizzy, so I don't know.
Oh.
They were in a tizzy.
Not a tizzy.
I don't know what she did. But I did really like her work with David Byrne. And also then this song that we were talking about, Toe Jam, was his work with a band called the BPA, which I don't know anything about other than they performed Toe Jam with David Byrne.
What else do you need to know?
Well, there might be a BPA fan out there that's like, well, Albatross, you're kind of an asshole.
There's one BPA fan out there who's just like, yo, fuck these guys.
This guy doesn't know shit.
Oh, only listen to BPA when they play with David Byrne.
Yeah, doesn't really care about music. He's just following clout.
Doesn't care about music. Just hates animals.
Oh, that's a TED Talk. That's a TED Talk I could do. The dichotomy of David Byrne's beliefs between the album Naked and oh God, what would he? I don't remember what album he released Animals on, but the conclusion at least I've come to is that David Byrne has a lot of respect for the flora that live around us, and 0 respect for fauna.
Nah, fuck fauna.
They think they're better than us.
They think
they're so smart. They sit on the ground. Who are they to talk to us? They don't even know what a joke is. They're laughing at us. So I have been a little busy at work. So I got this email from a customer, right? And this customer was like, hey, why didn't you cash my check yet? And I'm like, what? So I looked into it. And they were right. We hadn't cashed the check yet.
Okay.
And so I was getting ready to reply, but then I also realized something else bizarre. So they had sent the check to us like 3 days ago, and was wondering where the fuck it went. And not only that they emailed me and been like, "Hey, why haven't you cashed that shit?" They had sent me an email on Friday saying, "Hey, my cousin lives near your headquarters. Should they stop by?"
What the fuck?
Also, do you cash my check yet? And then they sent another email at 7:30 this morning on Monday, being like, "Hey, you do it yet?"
What the fuck?
I'm like, "No, I didn't do it over the weekend. I did not. I'll be honest with you. And send your cousin. I'm ready." I have everything I could want.
You could have bought so many firebombs.
I got a full thing of firebombs. I have like 999 firebombs. I don't mind.
You could have bought more.
For what purpose? To what end?
You could have beaten Gale with only firebombs.
I don't want to do that. That sounds like hell, actually. That sounds like a particular type of hell where you only allow yourself firebombs to fight Gale.
It is.
Gale!
It's very specifically that.
Gale!
Gale!
This is a hell you've put me in, Gale!
I hope you like firebombs, you son of a bitch.
Oh man, if I could be Goofy in Dark Souls, oh, I'd be so happy.
Life would be so good.
Oh! Mickey! We gotta defeat Midair! Like, that just...
I mean, this is... What you're explaining right now is essentially Kingdom Hearts.
I guess you're right. But,
Mickey, we gotta team up to kill Sephiroth and send Hades back to the Netherrealm!
Mickey, watch out! Satan's got a gun! That happens in Kingdom Hearts, right?
Yeah.
How can they fight Sephiroth, but it's like uncouth for them to fight Satan?
I don't know, they fight Hades.
They fight Hades. Does this go back to the SMITE issue? Where it's like only weird if it's like an extant religion?
Maybe. It's probably...
And Hinduism, because apparently that's fine?
Yeah.
I hold strong on this. If SMITE, if you're in the audience, SMITE, please, Pistols at Dawn.
You, me, Gordon Ramsay, Pistols at Dawn.
Let's do a good, the bad, and the ugly ending kind of thing. That'd be fun, right?
Yeah. Just you, Gordon Ramsay, and the entire dev team for Smite.
and the platonic concept of the video game Smite. Let's wait one.
Yeah.
Let's wait a beat.
Let's draw him out. The platonic concept. Merge bodies, dev team. I know you can do. Into a singular entity, and then meet me at dawn.
So, Smite, if you're listening, I want to call out. There's a call out on your cowardice.
Yeah.
So you're like, "Oh, come play as gods in our MOBA," and I think this is a cool and fine concept. And you're all like, "Oh, play as the Greek pantheon, play as the Roman pantheon." I guess that's the same pantheon. I don't know which we call it.
They got
play
different
as
names.
The Egyptian pantheon. You know, these ancient religions where their concepts are now kind of more iconic than they are metaphysical and practiced. Yeah. These extinct religions, and apologies to any of you neo-pagans out there, are like, "No, I worship Ra, and I'm sure you do, but come on, you know what I mean." But then they just go out and they put Ganesh in there.
Yeah.
They put Hanuman in there. And like all these other Hindu gods, and like,
oh god damn it! I'm back at the church. I got.
Oh, you got. Speaking of churches.
Yeah, I got jury duty.
Yeah. But they got all these extinct religions in there, and then they got fucking Hinduism. They got fucking Hinduism represented there. as like you can be like, well, I'm playing a video game as Ganesh, and like people worship Ganesh.
Yeah.
Still,
Ooh, this
it's
guy
like
might
one of
kill
those
me.
populous cunt nations on the planet, and like a lot of them worship this religion. Like, look, I wasn't raised in a Hindu household. Maybe this is a little bit more frivolous, and maybe it's not so uncouth
Yeah.
that like your gods have been turned into video game characters.
Sure.
But-
Ooh, he got me.
And maybe we should all be a little bit take a page out of this and maybe be like, it's okay that our gods get turned into video game characters. That's one school of thought. But if that's the way you're gonna say it, then there should be one character that transforms between the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Listen,
Like, that'd be fucking lit.
that would be lit. Also, Jesus Christ of Nazareth for MK11 when?
When? Hey Boone, I know you're out there.
Ed Boon, we know you watch my streams.
Oh, I know you're there, Ed Boone, and Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
MK11.
DLC. That would
Listen.
sell like hotcakes.
There's other gods that are Mortal Kombat characters. There's several in MK11.
Is that true?
Raiden's a god, Fujin's a god, Shinnok's a god, Kronika's a god.
Wait. Are those like gods that people worship, or are they like gods in canon?
Both.
There's people who I did not know that.
No, they're not actual gods. They're only gods in canon.
Okay. Well, that's a little different. I feel like there is a distinction there.
Sorry
I still
to you,
think-
like any Neo Boons out there who are like, I worship Fujin, and like I'm sure you do.
But I do think it's very bizarre and kind of telling in a disrespectful. Oh my god, that killed me. That shoved me off a cliff and killed me.
Oh my god, the fall onto the path killed me.
Okay, but if you're gonna put fucking like it just seems like unintent. It seems like racist in a weird way, isn't it? To be like we can make like Hindu gods in our video game, but we would never make we would never put Jesus Christ of Nazareth in the video game.
Right, because you can't put real God in the game.
Right. That's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and I understand with, like, there's a lot more reverence for religious figures. If you have a Western development team, and you maybe have a lot more reverence for Western gods. I get this. There's also, there's no Muslim figures in there. Although there might be a Djinn, I'm not sure, or Jinn. I don't know how to pronounce things. People mock me in the comments. That's fine.
Yeah. That's valid.
No, it is. If I say it wrong, yell at me.
No.
I know, like there's no Yahweh. There's none of this. And like, that's for the best, but still, like, then why Ganesh?
Well, I wonder if it's because that like Judaism and Islam are so like deeply entangled with Christianity.
Right. They're both they share these Abrahamic route.
Yeah, absolutely.
Roots. And I get that, I suppose, but it's still. But I feel like it just shows such a disrespect.
Sure.
And I want justice. I tire of being baby. I crave power and justice.
No more baby. Now it's time for justice. So there's two ways to fix this. SMITE development team who is listening and is a one entity. Either get rid of all the Hindu gods that are in your game, or just put in Jesus, you cowards.
Yeah. And you know what? If you were like, well, we don't really want to depict any images of, like, the Prophet Muhammad or something like that. You know what? That's fine. Because people get very mad if you do that, and it's pretty disrespectful, honestly.
Oh, no.
So, like...
Yeah, and
That's what happened last time.
Oh, no!
Yeah. So I get that. Not only do people get incredibly angry when you do that, it's not just like an anger thing, because people get angry when you put Jesus in a video game.
Sure.
But there's like specifically something. It's like, hey, this is incredibly disrespectful. We don't make images of the prophet. But like they make plenty of images of Jesus.
Yeah.
I've seen them. I've seen images.
I have one in my room.
I stay noited, all right? I've seen photographs.
I've seen photos. I've taken photos with Jesus. He hangs out at Cole's on Tuesday.
That's Jesus. Different guy. Okay, so I have looked a little bit into this.
Mm-hmm.
And someone's made and this is like kind of the problem. Someone's made the claim, they're like, whoa, be fair. SMITE is not a game about religion. It's a game about mythology. And that's the problem.
Yeah, no, that's just racist, what you've just said.
That's the fucking problem, is that, like, you're like, oh, well, it's a game about mythology, and that, and like, I think in our heads, in our Western, zeitgeist head, we have this concept of mythology as like the collection of stories of almost of a supernatural nature, that depict these many characters that act as parables, right?
Specifically and especially if they come from the East.
Well, now let's be fair. I think like most people, when you say mythology, their minds jump to like Norse or Norse or Greek or Roman.
Oh God.
Or even Egyptian. I think that's very fair. Those are some of the earliest ways that we're introduced to the concepts of mythology. Yeah, and so like when you frame these things as mythology, you know what? And I don't think it's necessarily wrong to frame them as mythology. It's not inaccurate.
No.
But recognize, how are we defining mythology as like extant religions are not mythology because that's religion, and like extinct religions are mythology because, well, they're extinct.
Which is fine, except then how do you explain? How do you
Why do you have Hinduism?
Yeah, why is Hinduism a mythology then? And the answer is because those aren't the real God.
Right, and
those are the golden cow in the middle of the desert.
Right, and this is fucked up. Okay, that's a cool character. Why can't I play as the golden calf?
Oh my God.
That sounds fun.
What would its abilities be?
Well, it's got a taunt that can tempt other players to like stare at it and not take action.
Oh my God, it's got like a substitution ability called False Idol.
Oh yes. It makes you commit adultery.
Is that canon?
No. You gotta flush it out a bit. Yeah, this it makes you commit adultery.
No, that's the desert fuck cow.
Why is there Hanuman, which is an amazing story. If you've never read the Epic of Hanuman, I'd recommend giving it a read. It's very cool. But there's a Hanuman, but there ain't like Beelzebub. Like, this isn't hard. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know.
Like that's the other thing. We can take, there's like Jewish and Christian mythology, elements of Jewish and Christian mythology that we can absolutely take without like pissing people off. Like we don't, like, if you don't want to put Jesus of Nazareth in there. Okay. You know what? I hear it. What if you had Saint George? Like, and he had his dragon slaying lance and everything.
Oh my God.
Like, that's cool as fuck.
That's cool as fuck.
St. George is literally like slaying a nuclear ICBM outside the UN. Why can't I put him in a fucking video game?
You could put St. Catherine in there? have her use Jesus' invisible foreskin as like a lasso.
Is that the one who fucked the horse? Is that a different Catherine?
I don't know.
I think that might be Catherine of Russia is rumored to have fucked a horse, actually. Not Catherine the Great of Russia, not
Saint Catherine.
Saint Catherine.
Saint Catherine's the
Yeah.
one who never had sex because she was married to Jesus and used his foreskin as a wedding ring.
Yo, a lot of people
But it was
get
invisible.
real horny about Jesus, and I feel like we've forgotten.
Have you seen depictions of Jesus? He's fucking ripped.
Yeah, but like, they used to be really horny. I don't know. Okay, so hold on. I'm looking at the gods list here. This one guy's called God of Bees.
It's Dr. Bees.
Amuzin Cobb. I don't know who Amuzin Cobb is. He's a Mayan god, and he is god of bees.
Ooh.
That's cool. I mean, but this is an extinct religion again. Aphrodite. Aphrodite's got way bigger tits than she had ought to, but I guess that's to be expected. Who's Ao Kong? He's just labeled Chinese. Okay. There's Gilgamesh. I guess he's a god, but wasn't he also like a person?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me sort by type. Oh, let me sort by pantheon. So we have Arthurian, Babylonian, Chinese, Celtic, Egyptian, Greek, Great Old Ones, Hindu, Japanese, Maya, Norse, Polynesian, Roman, Slavic, Voodoo, and Yoruba.
Even calling, like, that's weird, calling voodoo a mythology instead of a religion.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Again.
Yeah, again,
because it's not the real god.
It's a little weird. The whole thing's a little weird.
It's the fake gods that the other people worship because they're crazy, not Catholics.
See, this is so Great Old Ones. There's one hero, and it's Cthulhu the Great Dreamer, and like, it's just if I don't know. Maybe there's like a different approach towards the Hindu religion that I don't understand as a Jew. Like that, like maybe there's not this like reverence towards
Sure.
these concepts, and I just don't know. And maybe I'm like projecting. I really don't know. But like, it's weird to me that you could be like, well, here's Ganesh, and he's gonna have to fight Cthulhu.
Yes.
I don't know. Put Jesus in and let him transform 3 ways. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool hero in general. I was reading an article from 2012 about SMITE suffering some controversy, including the head of this Arab Hindu society in the U.S. being like,
What
Don't?
the fuck? Yeah.
like fucking don't. And so like their justification here was like, look, Hinduism is one of the oldest religions in the whole world, and it's such a rich tapestry of things we can pull from. And also, like, there's no real mythology about Moses fighting anyone, so we can't do anything about that.
What?
Adam doesn't have epic abilities that we can map to like 1 to 5. And I think there's a little bit there.
Moses the Aquamancer.
Yeah, I do think Moses has some powers. I don't know how much. I don't know. You got to take a little bit of a leap. I suppose in like the epics of Gilgamesh and Hanuman and all these kinds of things, there is literal combat described.
Yeah.
I don't know. Moses doesn't do combat per se. He doesn't like roll up his sleeves and start slugging Pharaoh.
But don't you think he oughta?
I mean, he did a little better than that, I think. He was like, Pharaoh, I'm not going to fight you, but I'm going to kill your firstborn son. Okay, to be fair, if I was playing a MOBA and they're like, oh, MOBA, fun times. All right, random hero selection. I got No, I don't think I'd be happy about that.
Oh my god, he'd use all the animals.
I know it's cool now.
Yeah, right?
Okay, you're right, you're right. The limitation is just being creative.
Jesus would shoot nails out of his hand.
Oh my god, I don't know about that one.
I think that might upset some people. Jesus doesn't have powers, he just can't die.
I don't think you can turn Jesus into like a Stanley nail gun and have people be okay with it. I just don't think that's gonna fly.
Oh
Also,
no, it's
but
Jesus!
Jesus can fly.
Oh no, it's Jesus! Thump, 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 thump.
Oh my god, no. Yeah, see, this is gonna... That's what they were afraid of.
I like Jesus doesn't have any powers, but he just can't be killed. He just falls and then immediately gets back up.
It does take him 3 days to do that, like, canonically.
That's true. And this will be reflected in a cooldown time of 30 seconds.
Nice.
Oh my god, biblically accurate angels.
Biblically accurate. Well, there's not a lot of description.
Just a mass of light eyes and wings.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Do not fear, they say, and then you die by looking at them.
Maybe don't fear, but be a little cautious. Do not fear, but definitely worry. Oh god, that did not break his poise.
Job's wife.
Hmm?
I'm sorry, not Job. Lot's wife.
The pillar of salt?
Yeah, unlockable cosmetic.
Oh my god.
Just a pillar of salt. Hold up, buff.
Lot, every time you go to fight him, every time you go to hit him, you have to fuck one of his daughters instead.
Oh, jeez.
Listen,
Yeah,
it's a
true,
weird
though.
story.
It is. The whole thing is a weird story. But yeah, you're right. Well, that's what made me think of the angels. It's like, well, do not fear, they say. You protect. You didn't let them rape me, so I guess you can look at me, I suppose.
But only this once. Don't think this is an everyday kind of thing.
My voice is just horns. Really?
Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, really. They're so fucking annoying.
I got knives too, damn it.
Church cactus!
Is that their name? Oh my goodness! They're stabbing me a lot!
I don't even know what that weapon is.
That's the, spear from the... Ow!
That's one of the
Gargoyle.
things you get from doing the fucking Covenant.
Gotcha. That's, the Gargoyle's fire spear, I think.
Oh.
From the Profane Capital.
Gotcha. Fucks! Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, that's why I have so much magic instead of not very much health. Wrong flask! There we go.
Nice.
Praise the sun!
Still feel very under-leveled for here.
Hmm.
Which I guess I am.
How much further you want to go today?
What time is it? 6:30? Yeah. We could make our first attempt.
On Gale?
Oh, we have to get you to this bonfire, though.
Yeah. We maybe we do want to do one off camera. And also, I desperately need a little bio break. I'm being honest with you.
All right, well, then we'll call it here for today.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. Next week, we fight Gale.
We're going to do it, too. We're going to do it. We're not going to spend an entire episode fighting just Gale, are we?
No, we got to fight Madir, too.
We're not doing both of those in one episode, are we?
We will, because we're going to get them both first try.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I got big hope for us.
I respect it.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Have a great night.
You have a good one. Bye-bye.